And hello, this is review 7.1 to 7.3. Number 1, the figures are similar. Which of the following are a pair of corresponding sides? TQ is a line that goes up and down between two right angles, and BE is a line that goes between a right angle and a tick mark. So those two are not congruent. TS is on the bottom, and CD is on the top. So those two aren't congruent. RS and BC. RS is on the slant, and BC is on the left-hand side over there between two right angles. So those aren't congruent. So QR is on the top, and CD is on the top. So D is your answer. The two rectangles are similar. What are the correct proportions for corresponding sides? All right, so this is 12 over 8. So this is the this is the long side against the short side, so that doesn't work. 12 over 4. 12 over 4, so the bottom to the left is equal to x over 8. The bottom to the left, or the long side to the short side is equal to the long side to the short side. So B is your answer. All right, next page. Determine whether the figures are similar. All right, so if you take a look, you can set up a proportion. 3 over 6.6 is going to equal, well, I did the short side to the long one, so I got to do the short side to the long one on this one. 1.9 over 6.08. And if I cross multiply and they come out to be equal to one another, then you know that they are similar. So if I take 3 times 6.08, 3 times 6.08, I get 18.24. And usually you put your answer on whatever number is on top, because that's what you do with fractions. If you were dealing with fractions here, you put your answer on top to figure out which one is larger. And then 1.9 times 6.6, and that'll give you 12.54. So these two do not equal one another, so it's not similar. B. All right. Looking at this one, we have to put some things here. So AD is 6, DC is 3, WZ is 59, and we have to find YZX. So again, it's up to you if you want to go big to little, or little to big, or left to right, or right to left, as long as you say the same thing twice. So I'm going to do 6 to 3. So 6 over 3. So I went left to right. So I got to come over here and go left to right. So 59 over X. Cross multiply 59 times 3, which would give me 177, is equal to 6 times X, which will give me 6X. Divide both sides by 6, and I get 29.5 is equal to X. So B. Next one. The polygons are similar but not necessarily drawn to scale. Find the X and the Y. All right. So again, it's up to you. You want to do little to big or big to little, long as you say the same thing twice. So I'm going to do 16 over 12. So these two correspond. I'm going to do 16 over 12 is equal to, I'm going to find my X first. So X minus 1 over 6. and cross multiply. So 16 times 6 is going to give me 96. And that's going to equal 12 times x minus 1. So 96 then is going to equal 12x minus 12. Add 12 to both sides. And so I get 108 is equal to 12x. So x then is going to equal 9. And finding my y. So I'm going to use those same two numbers, because if I use something different, I might get the problem wrong. Like if I put 9 back up in here for x, I might be using something that's wrong. So I'm going to use the 16 and 12 again is equal to y plus 1 over 21. Y plus 1 over 21. Cross multiply again. So 16 times 21 is going to give me 336. And 12 times y plus 1. So 336 is going to equal 12y plus 12. Subtract 12 from both sides. And that'll give me 324. It's going to equal 12y. Divide both sides by 12. And I get y is equal to 27. So looking at my answers, 9 and 27, so D. And the hexagons are similar. All right, so I got to find x and y. So again, two that coordinate with one another. 16 over 4 is equal to, if I'm looking for x first, so x minus 3 over 2.5. Cross multiply, 16 times 2.5 is going to give me 40. It's going to equal 4 times x minus 3. 40 is going to equal 4x minus 12. Add 12 to both sides. So 52 is going to equal 4x. So x then is going to equal 13. And again, using those same two numbers, 16 over 4. And trying to find my y. So y is over here. And what coordinates with it is 8. So I did big over little, so I got to come back and do big over little. So 8 over y minus 2. Cross multiplying to give me 32 is equal to 16 times y minus 2, quantity y minus 2. 32 then is going to equal 16y minus 32. If I add 32 to both sides, I get 64 is equal to 16y. So y then is equal to 4.